Hellos and welcomes back everyone, AnthWolf here with even more Pillars of Eternity as always, with my squeaky chair. Let's continue exploring the Salty Mast. Are we allowed past here? Seems like we are.
Steady does it.
Roll bills and receipts show amounts paid and mayor's staff as well as their expenses for ale, fish and new linens. Deerwood Part 4, Hadrit's Rebellion. Cool, okay. Wasn't much here, there was no one to talk to. Let's go upstairs. See what situations we can get ourselves into. What is Canna's deflection actually? Not too great. I was wondering if I should put him on the front lines rather than our Arctic Fox companion. We haven't encountered a new recruitable character in a while either. Oh, Ikali, we recognise your name. Astoundingly, there's no spare change between these cushions.
Greetings.
The dwarven maid raises the hem of her skirt to show you a well-muscled leg. You've never experienced anything like this before. Trust me. Not right now. Thank you, though. Ikali?
Hello.
The pale elf's gold eyes are the colour of winter sunset. She touches your cheek with a cool hand. You look like you've journeyed far. Let me show you comfort and rest. Tell me about yourself. I came to Defiance Bay from the frozen lands at the southern end of the world. Few might triple venture this far north, but none know how to warm a cold night like we do. No thank you. But again, I appreciate the offer. Some Ada clothing. We have Aldrin here.
Hail, traveller.
The young elf's long hair frames high cheekbones and a long slender nose. It's not every day that a club gets such a breath of fresh air. Who are you? I'm a native of the Deerwood and an expert in the subtle arts. If it's a practice, skill and finesse you seek, look no further. I'll be going now, but thank you again. Oh! This is the exclusive club. I was just about to mention, actually, in our stash, if we look at our quick items, we now have... Where is it? Oh, there it is. Sorry, it's here. The Club of Refined Prestigious Gentleman Membership Ring. And yeah, it's actually a legit thing. Let's just put all these miscellaneous items away. Let's do a quick little bit of cleanup. Excellent. So we don't want to mention that we're new, but we can try to subtly ask questions. We do good business in the Salty Mast. So you have Jason and Vincent Drelia. Oh, this is the other. Okay. Some Valalian clothing. I find a lot of clothing just lying around here. Oh, there's Cyril. And she has some pretty burly guards, actually. If you want to meet Cyril, talk to Mia. I see. Is she really that sought after? I guess she must be. 1,000 Pando. You have nothing to say. You're too busy getting into the groove. Fair enough. Your first time at a club of refined and prestigious gentlemen, sir? Maybe. Our members appreciate mature and cultured discourse. The man looks down his nose at you. So, you're a member, I see. Are you here for the exclusive club equipment? Sure, show me your stock. I've been collecting the finest equipment for over a decade. I guarantee you won't find a superior collection. Wow, really? Are these just all amazing weapons? Two-handed poleaxe. Plus 10 accuracy granted to an ally attacking the same target. Corrosive lash. Crits can inflict prone. Two-handed morning star. An exceptional bow. Sword of Daenerys. One-handed rapier. Plus 5 accuracy, plus 4 accuracy, plus damage, increases the attack speed, bypasses free damage reduction. That might definitely be worthwhile, rather than the flail I've got. Actually, can we compare? Doesn't do as much damage, of course. Because it's a rapier, compared to a flail. Tempting. Two-handed pistol. An evil black abacus. Another two-handed pistol. Two-handed greatsword. The Gilt Blade of Lorne. A one-handed... Ooh. That might be good for Ada. One-handed mace. Some really good weapons here. A one-handed saber. All like kind of exceptional quality as well. Cloak of the Theocrat, plus 1 intellect, plus 1 resolve. Don Paco's Codpiece of Vigor, of course. Plus 2 constitution. Apart from holding up one's trousers, belts are most favoured by enchanters. I forgot to turn off my Steam overlay again. And we have 2 necklaces. Plus 10 defense against spells. Plus 15 max endurance. Yeah, we'll take those 2. Okay, we're now wearing a codpiece. How do we feel? That's, yeah, it's the same max endurance bonus. There you go, Canna. You have an interesting collection. So we can leave now. We finished exploring. Thank you, Older Drunkard. Let's see if we can find these ruffians who are messing with the patrons here. And we also need to go speak to the mother of Darren, the boy we found in the canal. Oh, Courtesan, you weren't outside before. Or maybe because it's night time now. Thank you for telling me that. Well, there was no one outside waiting for us. Oh, never mind. What do we have here? I know a tourist and a gift. Let's give him a proper welcome. Let's talk this through. He draws a sharpened blade and smiles. I'm afraid you're missing the point, my friend. Ah, okay. If you really wanted to do this, that's fine by me. Nope, wrong spell. That's the spell I want.
How may I
Oh, you're all trying to knock us down.
help?
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, target of target. Mark him.
I bring your end. As you say.
Very nice. Is there anything? Oh, hello, what's this? A rusty bronze key. We've had an update. Water folks dropped a key that looks like it belongs to a house in Undra's gift. Have we been in a house with a locked door? Don't think so. We've been here in this abandoned house. I think we've been in this one.
Sure.
We'll go speak to Otter first before we do anything else. And then we'll go and explore. Go knock on a few doors here. Are you here by my boy? Unfortunately we are. The woman looks like she hasn't slept in days. Her hair is a rat's nest of tangles and her eyes are lined with shadows. She casts an anxious glance at the door. Her eyes widen somewhere between hope and apprehension. Are you here about Darren? Unfortunately yes, Otter, I found him. Thank the sea, Mother. Where is he? You may want to sit down. Darren won't be coming back. Her mouth falls open and she stares back in shock. My boy's dead? That can't be. What happened? Darren was defending one of the prostitutes from a couple of thugs. He was very brave, and you should be proud. She sobs and quickly brings a hand to her mouth. Her eyes are bright with tears. Gods, how could this make it any better? I would never let my boy die for one of those women, and yet I can only pray the gods will be kinder to him in the next life. Maybe there's hope for one of my children. I suppose it's better to know the truth than to keep wondering. Thank you, at least, for bringing me answers. Here, take these. I've been saving several keepsakes for Darren one day, but he won't need them now, and I doubt I'll have another child to pass them on to. She gave us a fine dagger, and a ring of protection +1. There you go, Ada. And unfortunately we'll put that story to bed. Put that side quest, I should say. And let's go exploring. So we'll go back to exploring these upper buildings first. I'm sure there wasn't anything in this abandoned house, but we'll double check. I could be wrong. Yeah, it was just the Snev addicts. And I don't think we popped into Kulfig's house, which is just next door. Let's do another quick save. This guy doesn't seem to mind us helping ourselves, so we shall. There isn't a door here that's locked, but let's have a word with you anyway. A youngish elven man squints at you in surprise. You can't just barge into someone's house like this. Who do you think you are? Who are you? The elf who lives here. Now get out. What now? He looks at you nervously. Fair enough. I didn't take that how he looked to be an elf, but I suppose I didn't zoom in to look at his pointy ears. Oh, it's a commoner wandering around. So we have the Valalian Trading Company and we have a ramshackled house. I think there's another house actually over here somewhere you can actually go into, but it's not marked on the map itself. So this is the abandoned house where we rescued the Scrivener. I forgot her name. Oh. Cresiaman. You feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this man's soul. You see a body on a beach. A team of mages and healers buzzing around a room shouting instructions and incantations. A pulsating crystalline device lies in the body's chest cavity, steaming slightly within the magically cooled room. The healers stitch the skin as a priest murmurs healing charms. Finally it is done. The body is again whole. The mages gather for a final enchantment as the others watch. A complicated ritual that has them sweating rivulets. A hush falls over the room as the body shudders, electricity arcing from side to side, eyes fluttering open. For a moment he's there, but something is wrong, and he goes to scream and he's gone. The room is silent as they trail out, overcome, but something stays, not quite tangible, and shouts wordlessly as it sees its own body for the first time. Yeah, that's not creepy at all. Yeah, I think this house, this is not the ramshackled house, but it is a building you can step into. Hello! Oh, another rope and grappling hook. Bunch of folks here with a gentleman named Dragon. I've got as much right to stand here as the guy going into that whorehouse. They don't like what I got to say, then they can go someplace else. Oh! You show him the dagger you found on Darren. Does this belong to you? That's mine, alright, and no one touches my dagger and lives. I'd like to see you try. Yeah, we're gonna kill him. I don't care if we could have got any clever reputation there. This guy is going to die. Oh, we have a mage.
On your way.
Good. Is Dragon down already? Really? Okay, never mind then. Fine leather armor. If nothing else, we avenged Darren's death. I feel a bit happy about that. Let's pop into this house. It's unmarked, so I don't know what's in here. Brian Walker and Vril. And poultry. Let us investigate your soul, Brian. You see a young man contort, screaming, strapped to a wooden table. Above him a machine crackles. Tiny strikes of lightning caressing his emancipated frame. A trio of mages chant around him, eyes white, hands lifted in benediction of their agonized victim. It goes on for more time than you could say before the screams stop, replaced by hoarse stabbing sobs and silence. A silver-haired woman enters, kissing him on the forehead, motherly hands soothing, cajoling. He quiet, unable to speak for screaming, and waits for a death he will never see. Jesus. We haven't read many happy stories of late from these people's souls. Mind, of course, they are vibrant histories, so I suppose they all must have some sort of extreme emotion attached to them, I'm guessing. You see a dark, foreboding room, heavy with incense smoke. Two figures stand in the centre of the room, performing some sort of ritual with slow, exact, deliberate motions. This man follows along with the actions of an older man, and it becomes obvious the older man is teaching the young one how to perform a ritual. He calls out steps, corrects imperfections, and berates the young man when he missteps. Watching the younger man's motions, you note he seems to be intently making mistakes, but what he hopes to accomplish with this you can't discern. As the ritual continues, the master becomes more irritated with the young man. He walks over, leans in, and begins chastising him eye to eye. This appears to be what the young man was waiting for. The young man takes advantage of his master's distraction, dropping the censer he is holding, and locks eyes with the older man, completely focused on his target. A wisp of energy finally leaps from the younger man's eyes to the older, and the master stands up, eyes now milky white, rocking unsteadily on his feet. The young man never breaks his gaze on the older, slowly circling him, almost seeming disappointed. He stops toe to toe, and looks disdainfully into the blank eyes. "Is that it?" he whispers, staring his master down like a snake. "How did I ever think you had anything to offer me?" He blinks and twists his head to the side, turning heel and striding from the room. Bright blue mist flows from the master's eyes and mouth, wrapping sinuous tendrils around his body. It slides across his arms, working its way across his abdomen and down over his legs. The mist speeds up, moving faster as it circles the master's body, glowing bright as it does. The speed increases until it no longer looks like mist, but a shimmering cocoon surrounding the old man's body. A faint humming buzz emanates from the mist, growing louder and more forceful by the second. The young man stops in the doorway, looking back at the older man, only a mild interest in his eyes. With a whoosh, the air around the master ignites, starting him on fire. The smell of his own burning flesh breaks him from his reverie, and a scream erupts from his lungs. The young man turns around again unmoved and walks away, leaving no one to hear his master's dying cry. Yeah, what's happening with all these unhappy stories of late? At least we know who we definitely don't want in our party. With the ramshackled house here.
But you can't talk to him.
My standards changed around year 2.
So they're talking about that prestigious gentleman's club. Plus, it didn't seem like there was much happening there apart from they were selling exceptional merchandise. Unlock with a rusty bronze key. Guess this is the place we want to find. Deal with the instigator behind the attacks.
Welcome.
Is it A3 wears a defiant expression and a sturdy yet battered suit of armour. She seems to bear each scratch and ding with pride. You don't look like one of the knights. Can I help you with something? I'm here about the trouble at the Salty Mast. Ordinary Kith are angry, as they should be with that crooked Amorna toadying up to the nobles. She's using the tragedy of Wadrin's legacy to line her pockets. She's no better than the Adrian overlords we drove out 200 years ago. People around here know you to be an honest broker. May has made it so only the rich can afford her establishment, yet she sits in the poorest district of Defiance Bay. How's that fair? We've taken matters into our own hands, but she's the real criminal here. Why don't you tell her to back down? We don't have the intellect or resolve to choose a couple of the options. As much as I would probably agree with these people, I don't agree with the violence that they've instigated to try and do this. So I'm actually going to choose probably the most negative option and say I'm with Maya. This violence has to stop. I'm sorry you see it that way. And of course they're going to turn aggressive on us.
Aye? Aye?
Let's get started. Switch out your weapon, please.
Hey. Hey.
After each mock.
Yeah, I didn't want it to come to this, but unfortunately you've left me no choice. Mercy. Afra staggers back, barely on her feet. Please. Fine, but I'm taking you prisoner. She nods, her head lolling. We've dealt with A3 by the person who had orchestrated the attacks. And apparently we've taken her prisoner. I think that's the first time we've ever had that option.
Sure.
Someone stash a few sooty playing cards under the bed. We'll head back to the Salty Mast now. There's probably more people we can talk to around Andra's gift, but we'll let Maya know that we've succeeded. We have Pallet.
God damn that son of a coon.
Oh. You actually have a voice actress. The angry woman clenches her jaw and stares out the harbour with glimmering golden eyes. Eventually, sensing your presence, she turns her feathered head towards you. Want to run down on its look Valalian trading company? You have more than half a brain, you could really do something with it. As long as you're willing to clean up a few bloodstains. What's going on exactly? Exactly. If I knew that, I'd be in a better mood. The only thing I know exactly is that Mr. Verzano, is determined to wind up in a grave before the season turns. The woman looks back at the window for a moment and grimaces. After a slight nod in your direction, she storms off. So, Palagina. She wasn't happy about something. Cortugo. I have quite a few people with unique names here. I wonder if we'll bump into that Palagina again. Oh. We'll double time it back over to the Salty Mast, but we'll be coming back this way probably in the next video. Just to find out what that was all about. I don't think we got a new quest for it. Nope.
Gods keep you.
I've taken the ringleader prisoner. The folks won't be bothering you anymore. That's good enough for me. Take some coppers and enjoy yourself. And if you choose to have your fun here, enjoy my special discount. You go ahead, really. I'll just wait by the bar with a glass of something that kills disease. Goodbye then. So we completed that side quest. I will save here. We will end the video, and next time we will go speak to Cyril. Find out what the quest is, what's happening between her and, was it Thistlebury? Fristrin, sorry. It was his name. Totally I've got a memory like a sieve. Especially when there's so many individual names in this game. And obviously we may need to go back to Brackenbury to conclude that quest. We'll see what Cyril has to say. And then we will continue exploring Andra's Gift to find out what was happening in the Valalian Trading Company. Obviously there was a couple of people we could talk to outside there, and Pelagina wasn't too amused. So, and of course this has been AnthWolf, and this has been Pillars of Eternity. As always, I hope you've enjoyed. Feel free to comment below if you so choose. And I'll see you for more in the future. Till then, take care. Bye bye now.